Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, worship Your holy name.
Please be seated. All accolades of these glorious moments go to the worthy warriors in the Berchnova 2021 arena. Berchnova 2021, the International Management Fest, challenges limit and pushes the boundaries to stretch imagination and convert thoughts into actions. Participants from B schools of different countries converge on a single platform to test their skills to transcend the borders of knowledge, wisdom, and expertise. Finance game, HR game, marketing game, business quiz, and best manager contest are the covetable attractions of the fest.
The rich heritage of Berchnova has colorful stories of success. A sneak peek into Berchnova editions, a curtain raiser. Please sit back and take a glimpse into the heart of Berchnova 2021. Requesting the dignitaries to please proceed to the dais and be seated. Thank you all. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. I invite Professor Sony Joseph, the head of the department BIMS, to welcome the august audience.
Warm greetings from BERCHMANS Institute of Management Studies to the august audience. Very Reverend Monsignor Dr. Thomas Padietz, Manager SB College and Vicar General of China Area Archdiocese. Respected Principal SB College, Reverend Father Raji P. Kurian. Guest of Honor, Mr. Babu Punneran, Director, Medivision Scan and Diagnostic Research Center Private Limited. Vice Principals, Reverend Dr. Jose Sekapuram, Dr. Benny Matthew, Dr. Job Joseph, Reverend Father Mohan Matthew, Basar SB College, Director Dr. Thomas Varghese, faculty coordinators Ms. Annie Chaco and Mr. Nidhi John, student coordinators Mr. Lukajan Matthews and Ambadi Suresh, dear faculty colleagues, guest invitees, participants from various parts of the globe, and dear students, a very good morning. Hosting something exceptional like Berchnova, the mindset must be relentlessly focused in the small details. Any great venture might seem impossible until it is done. Good management is art of making problems very interesting and their solutions very constructive so that everyone wants to work and deal with them. Team Berchnova 2021 was determined and focused. It's a moment of great pride for BIMS to witness the flagging off ceremony of Berchnova 2021 amidst all odds of global pandemic. If you take a glimpse of this international management first, you will agree that this fest is all set to be excellent and productive. There is a treasure to be unveiled. I would like to congratulate Team Berchnova for their diligent work. I also like to put a word of appreciation to all the participants, especially those of you who are joining from various parts of the globe. Berchnova 2021 will definitely be a wonderful addition to the BIMS calendar. Passion for excellence unites and search for hard work strengthens Berchnova Institute of Management Studies in all its ventures. On that note, let me welcome this esteemed audience. Very Reverend Monsignor Dr. Thomas Padiets, Manager SP College and Vicar General of Chennai Syria Archdiocese. President of this function is the very source of inspiration, faith, and hope. His presence adds grace at all times. On behalf of the BIMS fraternity, I extend an affectionate welcome to you, Father. Reverend Father Reggie P. Quirian, Principal SB College, is an unconditional embodiment of motivation and strength for the Department of Business Administration. It's a great joy to have your presence amidst us this morning. I extend you a warm welcome, Father. Our guest of honor this morning is Mr. Bibu Babu Punuran, MD Medivision Group of Scan and Analysis Research Center Private Limited. He is also the director of Grace Globe Consultants, WH Hospitality and Perfect Holidays, which are into an HR consultancy, geriatric care, medical tourism, and leisure tourism. Mr. Punuran was the proud recipient of Outstanding Young Business Person Awards instituted by JCI in the year 2000. He is registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs and is holding active directorship in many companies. Please join me to welcome the guest of the day to the 26th edition of Berchnova. Welcome, Mr. Punuran. On behalf of the BIMS fraternity, I call our vice principals, Reverend Dr. Jose Sekapuram, Dr. Benny Matthew, Dr. Joseph Job, and Reverend Father Mahan Matthew, Bursar SB College, a warm welcome. Director Dr. Thomas Varghese is the invincible source of motivation at BIMS. I extend you a cordial welcome, sir. The faculty coordinators, Ms. Annie Chaco and Mr. Nidhi John, have played decisive roles in the success of this fest. I accord a genial welcome. I also welcome the student coordinators, Mr. Lukajan Matthews and Ambadi Suresh, to this function. I would like to extend an amiable welcome to the faculty members of BIMS. Next, I welcome the guest invitees to this function. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants across the globe to this International Management Fest, Berchnova 2021. Last but not the least, I extend an affectionate welcome to the students of 26th and 27th batches to this inaugural ceremony. Once again, welcome all. Thank you. I remain.
Thank you, sir. And an affectionate welcome to you too, dear Sony, sir.
I invite Reverend Dr. Thomas Padiath, Manager SB College, for the Presidential Address. Over to you, Father.
A very good morning to all of you. The guest of the day, Mr. Bibu Bipunuran, Director, Medivision Scan and Diagnostics Research Center Private Limited, and a former student of our SB College. College Principal, Reverend Father Reggie Picurian, BEAMS Director, Dr. Thomas Verghese, HOD, Mr. Sonny Joseph, Berchnova 2021 Student Coordinator, Mr. Lucachan Matthews, respected professors, distinguished guests, and dear students. Now I will switch to Malayalam. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവരെ, ഏതാനും നിമിഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുൻപ് നമ്മൾ ശ്രവിച്ചു, ഇന്ന് ഭാരതത്തിൻ്റെ കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ ഡേ ആണ്. അതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാവിധ ആശംസകളും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി നിങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും നേരുകയാണ്. ബെർക്നോവ 21 ഒരു മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് ഫെസ്റ്റാണ്. ആസ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് മോൾഡിംഗ് future entrepreneurs and managers, we conduct Berchnova every year. In fact, it is a training for you. It will add to develop your potentialities and possibilities. My humble and simple task is just to wish you all the best and God's blessings. Recently, I read a book by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and Arun Tiwari. It is entitled Squaring the Circle. Squaring the Circle. Making possible what is impossible. The very title itself is very impressive. It certainly invades our imagination, our creativity. And the content of the book speaks of the plans of the authors for a developed India. In fact, this was prepared while they were preparing another book, India 2020. In this book, the author speaks of an experience, particularly Dr. Abdul Kalam. One of the meetings he had with Pramukh Swamiji Maharaj. In that, Dr. Abdul Kalam shared with him his plans of developed India. Swamiji asked, "What are your plans? What are your dreams of a developed India?" Then he explained 5 steps. ആരോഗ്യ പരിപാലനത്തോട് ചേർന്ന വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം, ഭക്ഷ്യസംസ്കരണത്തോട് ചേർന്ന് കൃഷി, വിവരസാങ്കേതികതയോട് ചേർന്ന് ആശയവിനിമയ സാങ്കേതികത, അടിസ്ഥാന സൗകര്യങ്ങളും വൈദ്യുതി ഉൽപ്പാദനവും, നിർണായക സാങ്കേതികവിദ്യയിൽ സ്വയം പര്യാപ്തത. ഈ 5 സ്റ്റെപ്സ് കേട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ സ്വാമിജി അബ്ദുൽ കലാമിനോട് പറഞ്ഞു, ഇതിലെന്തോ കുറവുണ്ട്. എന്താണ് എന്നുള്ള ചോദ്യത്തിന് സ്വാമിജി ഇപ്രകാരം മറുപടി പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ 5 മേഖലകളോടൊപ്പം ആധ്യാത്മികതയെ കൂട്ടിച്ചേർക്കണം. In other words, development and spirituality has to go together. In every development process, we have to add a spiritual dimension to that. India being the cradle of all the major world religions, we are, as human beings as well, we have a moral nature. We have a spiritual nature which cannot be forgotten. So as future entrepreneurs and future managers and administrators, dear friends, what I want to suggest and request is that wherever you are put up, whatever management task you are entrusted with, you are certainly, all of you are certainly to remember these dimensions. Abdul Kalam dreamt of a developed India, which is not realized. But as future entrepreneurs and managers and administrators, you will be part of developing India to a developed India. So my simple prayer and wish is all the best for you. May all these endeavors of BIMS help you to realize your own dreams, your own aspirations, to make yourself good managers, good administrators, good entrepreneurs, and so on. That is all our wish and prayer. That's what, for all the programs that is conducted by BIMS, simply aims at that. So once again, I congratulate all the organizers, director, HOD, all the staff members and non-teaching staff members. I simply express my appreciation. And once again, wishing all the best for Berchnova 2021. I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. I invite Reverend Father Reggie P. Kurian, Principal SB College, to address the gathering. Over to you, Father.
Respected very Reverend Dr. Thomas Padiyeth, Manager, St. Berchmans College, Mr. Bibu B. Punnuran, Director, Media Vision Scan and Diagnostic Research Center Private Limited. Also, our proud alumnus. His family is also, I think, his wife, his father, and his sisters are all our alumni. Yes. Dr. Thomas Varghese, Director, BIMS. Mr. Sony Joseph, HOD, BIMS. Respected Vice Principals, Father Dr. Jose Tekepurath, Dr. Benny Matthew, respected faculty members and faculty coordinators of Berchnova 2021, Ms. Annie Chako and Nithin, and student coordinators, Lukachan Matthew and Ambadi Suresh, and my dear students. Hearty greetings to you all on this special day of Berchnova. Thank God, our campus is live again. Today, our campus is fully busy with Berchnova. There is another session, you know, that badminton championship, MG University, both for men and women, is being conducted there at our Mark Charles Levy Indoor Stadium. Another program is there in Pautal Hall, where faculty from NIMHANS has come to the campus and giving training to our students, PM mentors, student PM mentors and teachers who are doing mentoring service. And we are proud, or we are happy that our campus is live. I think the first program was not this one. The first program was a seminar on artificial intelligence. It was conducted last Friday, I think. Yeah. St. Berchmans College is celebrating its centenary this year. And all the events in this year is very special for SB. Especially this Berchnova, the most colorful event of the college conducted by the students. And there is a speciality for this edition. Today, we celebrate, or we are conducting the 26th edition of Berchnova, the International Management First, and that too fall on the 26th day of this month. Maybe a coincidence, but that is great, especially in this centenary year. Anyhow, I wish you all the success for this program. Yes, we all know that the pandemic has grabbed almost 20 months from our life, whether it is in the field of academics, business, or industry. And in news, we come to know that Europe is again in the grip of this pandemic, and even some part of China. But we have to survive all these difficulties and have to face the new, vibrant world. As the students of a professional program, MBA, you are the future leaders of industry, future managers, or business people, and even political leaders. Some of our central ministers have, you might have read that many have this MBA degree with them. Here, this type of management first help you a lot to identify and expose your talents, to explore the new way of thought. It is the Greek philosopher who said that we cannot step into the same water twice. Yes, that is, the world constantly changes, and that no situations are exactly the same. So, we know in this world everything is fast changing, and we have to adapt to the new emerging situations and tap the occasions. I am sure that the MBA students of SB get that type of training here and will rise up to the occasions. I wish all the success to this program and all the best to the student coordinators, especially our Lukachan Matthews and Ambadi Suresh, and the faculty coordinators, Ms. Annie Chako and Mr. Nithin John, and the entire Berchnova team. Wishing you all success to this program. Once again, I remain. Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. More candles, more light. I request our chief guest, Mr. Bibu Babu Punoran, to light the lamp and declare Berchnova 2021 International Management Fest open. Requesting the faculty coordinators, Ms. Annie Chako and Ms. Nidin Join, to join the dignitaries on the stage. Requesting the audience to rise for the auspicious lamp lighting ceremony.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Thank you all. May the light shine in the grace of the Almighty.
The special guest this morning, Mr. Bibu Babu Punoran, is a director of Medivision Group of Diagnostic Centers Private Limited. Medivision stands proud as South India's most advanced chain of diagnostic centers. It was one among the earliest companies in Kerala to start COVID testing. The company's clients include all major hospitals and diagnostic centers in Kerala and Chennai. All major insurance companies and corporates rely on Medivision for their health check programs. Mr. Punoran has received awards from Rotary like the Distinguished Rotary Foundation District Service Award, GSR Award. Medivision has also won several awards like Best Clinical Laboratory in 2016, Best Clinical Laboratory in South India 2019, the Healthcare Excellence Award for the Best Diagnostic and Imaging Center in Kerala in 2015. Mr. Punoran is one of the office bearers of Kerala Management Association and Cochin Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I invite Mr. Bibu Babu Punoran for the inaugural address.
Good morning, everyone. Can I hear a good morning back from you? Yeah, that's what students are all about. Thank you. Both Dr. Thomas Padiath, manager, Reverend Dr. Thomas Padiath, manager of SB College, and Father Reggie Kurian, principal, had already told us that they would have to leave for another function. So in their absentia, let me begin. Respected Dr. Thomas Verghese, Director of BIMS, Mr. Mr. Sony Joseph, HOD BIMS, Mr. Lukachan Matthews, Student Coordinator, and Ambadi Suresh, Student Coordinator, respected teachers, dear students, and all those of you who are watching online, a very good morning to all of you once again. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers of Berchnova, especially Dr. Thomas Verghese, director of this prestigious management school, for having invited me here to this function. It brings back memories of about 38 years when I was here as a student for pre-degree. In fact, it is a privilege for me to stand here today before you. When my friend and corporate guru, Mr. Razar Nair, called me about a week back and told me that he requested me that I should be addressing the students of BIMS, I readily agreed. And then he added that you have to go there physically, because right now, all these days, it is more of Zoom meetings or online meetings. I was even more elated because it was a chance for me to come back to my alma mater, the college from where I took my baby steps as a college student. Well, I'm here today with you physically, and I thank the management of BIMS for having given me this chance. Just as Father Reggie said, we have, as a family, a lot of connection with this college. My father was a student of this college. In fact, he was a member of the basketball team too. He later on went for engineering and retired as Deputy Chief Engineer of the Water Authority. He is no more. And my wife was an MA Literature student in this college. At that time, I don't think there were other ladies or girl students in this college. Now, my dear students, let me congratulate you for having gained admission to one of the most prestigious and sought-after business schools in this part of the country and the college and this state in particular. BIMS is a college that has won the R. Shankar Award for the best college in Kerala, and it has been accredited by NAC at its highest grade not once but 4 times. So you should be proud of studying here. And I am proud myself of addressing you here as a former student in this centennial year of the college, and also your 26th year where your MBA has started. Well, times have changed. Times have changed drastically from the time that I studied in this college. In fact, I think this administrative block itself is a new building altogether. Campus life also, I believe, has changed to a great, great extent. But this college has only grown from strength to strength. That is under the able leadership and guidance of our illustrious principals, professors, and the management in particular. When I was studying here as a student, it was late Father Pulikipparambil, who was the principal of the college. And I was a student, I was an inmate of St. Thomas College. I'm St. Thomas Hostel. And the first year it was Father Phillips Vadekeklam, and the next year it was Father Grigory Parvaparambil, again a classmate of my father, who was my warden. You will be surprised sometimes to know that at point of time, my monthly allowance from home was 450 rupees. 350 rupees used to come to the bank. There was a bank here in front of the college. I don't know whether it is still there, the SBI. I would collect that, and 100 rupees would go straight to Father Paruva Parambil's account, and I had to go there and collect it from him because he was my father's classmate, and my father wanted him to keep a check on how I was performing. So that was how it was. So I think that is one major thing that I remember about this college or my college days. When Dr. Thomas Verghese actually, when I asked him as to what should be the subject that I should be speaking on today, he told me it should be something that is beneficial or for you MBA students in the form of what your campus life offers you. In fact, whenever I have spoken on a few occasions in business forums and B schools, my subject has always been very easy because it has always been the life of an entrepreneur or how to get into entrepreneurship or my own personal story. So it is very easy for me to speak on those subjects. But for this, I had to do a little bit of preparations. But I'm thankful to you, Dr. Thomas Verghese, because it made me go reminiscing back to about 30 years when I was a student of MBA myself. I revisited my college in memory, and let me speak to you on that. My journey would not have been complete and meaningful as a management professional had it not been for my mentors at my own B school and the preparation for life after college. I understand that Berchnova is a much sought after event. Berchnova has many competitions like White Collar, Queen's Gambit, Scam 1992, House of Cards, Money Heist, and Breaking Bad, each covering the various management functions of finance, HR, marketing, team management, best management practices, and business quizzes. There was this group of friends who wanted to explore the forest, and they got into the forest. But after some time, they literally got lost in the forest. Now it is almost turning dusk, and they didn't know where to go. And they could not actually get into a uniform agreement as to what they should do. So one guy said, I'm trying to escape from here, I'm going to the left. The other guy said, I'm going to the right. So different people went in different directions. One person tried to hold them all together, but few of them left and the others stayed behind. Now this particular person who made them stay behind, he sat for some time, thought about what to do, climbed up a tree, looked around, and he spotted a village in the distance. And then he got down. He told his friends, come, let's move to that village. And they moved in safety and were there. I do not have to tell you that this particular leader who took the initiative to take his fellow members into safety in a chaos situation was an MBA. And that is what an MBA college teaches you all about. There is logic, there is persuasive skills, making a way through a difficult situation, and these are lessons that you always learn in a B school. There's this famous quote by Jimmy Dean which says, I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Imagine that you are the captain of a ship, a smooth sailing ship. But suddenly a storm hits you and everyone is running helter-skelter. And then your subordinates start giving you advice as to turn the ship around, go this way, go that way. Everyone wants to end up in safety. But you as the captain would have to remain cool, take your wise decision. You have to set the sails in the right direction to keep or sail your ship to safety. My dear students, you are all very going to be captains of various ships in various capacities. And adjusting your sails continually to reach your destinations is going to be part of everyday life. If the sails are not adjusted properly, it is not only your own life and future that is affected, but those of everyone on board. The exercises that your professors give you today, the case studies, the group discussions, the group activities, the group assignments, setting goals, etc., are all preparing you, shaping you to become effective captains of industry. Many such assignments and exercises may seem trivial at this point of time when you are enjoying campus life. But please understand, this will be the golden period of your life when you look back after sitting on the corporate manager's seat. Campus life is also a time to develop the skill sets which you think you may not possess. Don't be shy to come out to exhibit your own skills and also learn from others. You may make mistakes in the learning process, but here it is okay to make mistakes and learn, because this is the only period in your life where you can afford to make mistakes. Because when you are out there in the corporate world, making a mistake may have lots of adverse effects. It may not only affect you, it may affect all your subordinates or those around you. It will not be acceptable then. This is why I tell you, this is the golden period of your life, and you should make the best use of it right now. You can afford to make mistakes and learn. I can give you several hundreds of examples from my own journey as an entrepreneur, and also that of some of my friends who have really succeeded in life, where they have got lots of inputs from my own B school, where I studied in Maharashtra, Cyber Kolhapur. Financial literacy, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, social relations, self-confidence, winning over a team, facing challenges, all these are being inculcated into you during these 2 years at this campus. And I was asking Dr. Thomas Verghese about your campus placements. He was telling me it is nearly 100%. So that's a great thing for this college. Make the best use of it. This may be the best time for you to learn subject, even as diverse as personal grooming. I do not know whether that is there in your subject. Personal grooming is there. Very good. Personal grooming, wearing the proper attire for the proper occasion, dining etiquette. These are things that you will definitely have to learn before you leave this college. All of us, all of you sitting here, all of us come from diverse social backgrounds, family backgrounds, but this is the place where you can learn all this before you move out into the corporate world and become effective managers. Remember, you are people who will travel the world. Such skills are inevitable when you visit different countries, and you should have that with you. The art of dressing, the art of speaking to others, what to speak to whom, all that would come if you study in a good B school automatically to you as you practice or get into life. Remember, each one of you sitting here, my dear students especially, you are a powerhouse of your own. But your campus and curriculum is preparing you to become step-up transformers to unleash the power within you to several times your own present capacities. The future of the corporate world is in your hands, my dear powerhouses. May each of you rise and shine to impact the lives of thousands and destinies of various companies which you may own or become part of as manager, general manager, president, director, managing director, chairman, etc. But as an entrepreneur, I would say, for all those people sitting here and all those people watching online, your ultimate journey should be to become an entrepreneur. If I can prove it sitting in the state of Kerala, you can prove it yourself. I'm more happy to speak on entrepreneurial topics than anything else to students. Let me finally wind up with a quote from the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die now. learn as if you were to live forever. Let's heed his advice and learn, and learn as much as we can. Happy learning and wishing you all the very best in life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Being a good leader isn't about having power over others, but about instilling power in others. BEMS is indeed blessed to have a jovial and power-packed personality as a guide, mentor and director. I cordially invite our director, Dr. Thomas Verghese, to address the esteemed audience. Over to you, sir.
A warm, fine day. During these days of unexpected rain, we are blessed by God with a sunny day. That itself shows that your efforts are being rewarded by the Lord. Respected and very Reverend Father Thomas Padiath, the manager of SP College, who was with us in the beginning. Father Raji P. Kurian, who gave the principal's message. Guest of honor of the day, Mr. Bibu Punnuran, Director Medivision, and a former student of SB College for a short period. But of course, his beginning of college life started here. Respected Head of the Department, Soni Joseph Sir, faculty colleagues, coordinators of the event, Animis, and Nidin Sir, Chairman Lukachan Matthews, and Ambadi Suresh, all faculty members, my dear students. Once again, a warm morning to all. In 1916, Henry Fayol focused on the managers and defined administration in terms of 5 processes, 5 functions, emphasizing the common elements of administrative process, and introduced POCCC. Planning, organizing, commanding and leading, coordinating, controlling and evaluating. And by 1937, Luther Gillick redefined that, and he introduced post-core, which means planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting and budgeting. This you have studied in the first semester of MBA. Today, as students of management, when we are organizing a function called Berchnova, the most important student event of the campus, you are implementing what you learned in the classroom. You are planning, you are organizing events, you are allocating different teams, that is staffing, you are giving the money assessing the requirements of money, allocating to different activities, you are budgeting, you are coordinating the events and evaluating whether any help is required or any intervention is required. So therefore, the fundamental principles of management envisaged by Henry Fayol or Luther Gillick have been brought to our real life through Berchnova. All of this proposed by the great management gurus of yesteryears, we are getting exposed to when we are conducting these events. And then, the conclusion of this does not happen at 4 o'clock today. It happens when we revisit the events, when we assess what was the way in which we organized and conducted the events, where are the areas that we can identify for improvements, where are the areas that we learned. We need to take stock. So then, further it continues by implementing in our everyday the learnings that we acquire. As Bibu sir said, live as if you are going to die today, learn as if you are going to live forever. So therefore, The event that you are doing today does not end today. The learning is taken out of the campus to your workplace by being better organizers, better managers of tomorrow. What is the role of an educational institution? As an education, what is our role? This is fundamentally an academic institution. So therefore, the duty of the institution, the management and the faculty is to provide you with a strong academic base that is essential to understand and analyze organizational and societal situations. Secondly, the ability to apply knowledge in that direction. So therefore, I believe all the students here have been given different roles. Everybody cannot be chairman. Somebody is chairman, somebody is a committee head, somebody is a member, somebody is maybe taking care of discipline. Each role is important. This one role is big, one role is small, is not there. You are assigned their role. And we learn from that. And how we are able to do that is what matters. As already mentioned, today is the Constitution Day. On that day, we made a declaration. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a socialist, sovereign, secular, democratic republic, etc., and do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution of India on this 26th day of November 49. That Constitution, when you are adopting and giving to ourselves, we are saying that we have rights, we have duties. So on this Constitution Day, I want you to remind you, we have duties, not only rights. And the duty of a student fundamentally is to study. And there is no compromise on that. Let it be academic, let it be competency building, learning, acquiring skills is the duty of the student. And on this Constitution Day, you are reminding yourself that you are duty bound as a student. I may win, I may lose, but I will never be defeated, said Emmitt Smith of the American football player, the Dallas Cowboys. We also, when there are people who are participating from different parts of the country, somebody from outside, you will also go for events. Somewhere we will lose, somewhere we will win. Whether we lose or win, we shall learn. And that is the message that Berchnova should imbibe in us. The soul of education is utilizing the learning opportunities. What I want to leave with you then is this thought. Life is what we make out of opportunities. It's a day of opportunity for all of us. And let us not miss it. Because we will excel when we do things by cooperation and collaborative spirit. And we don't wait for someone to order that. Nobody has to tell you what to do. We identify what is required. We learn to work together. We understand each other. Let the spirit of teamwork be the take home of the event Berchnova 26. I wish you and the event everything good. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Berkman's Institute of Management Studies was delighted to have Mr. Bibu Babu Punoran with us amidst its busy schedule. Requesting Dr. Thomas Verghese, Director BIMS, to present a memento to our honorable guest as a token of our gratitude. No event happens all of a sudden. The wheels start rolling many days before. The hard work and toil of our faculty coordinators and students have finally been paid off. I call upon Mr. Lukachan Matthews, Student Coordinator, Berchnova 21, to render a vote of thanks.
International Management Fest of Berchnova series. I deem it's a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. Let me begin by giving glory to the Almighty for making this event happen. Our manager, Very Reverend Dr. Thomas Padiat, supports all the activities of our college with great vision towards the development of our institution. On behalf of the BIMS fraternity, I place on record my sincere gratitude for gracing this occasion by your presence. Thank you, Father. Our chief guest, Sri Bibu Babu Panuran, Director, Medivision Group of Diagnostic Center, Private Limited, spared his valuable time to inaugurate Berchnova 21 and enlightened us with a commendable talk. On behalf of BIMS fraternity, our sincere thank you, sir. Our principal, Reverend Father Raji Pikurian, is the constant source of support and motivation to all our endeavors. With immense pleasure, I extend gratitude to you, Father. My sincere gratitude is due to Reverend Father Mohan Matthew, our bursar, for the constant support and inspiration for the successful coordination of the event. Dr. Thomas Verghese, Director BIMS, is a compassionate leader whose able guidance and encouragement help us to step forward with confidence. I thank you, sir, for your support. I place on record my deep sense of gratitude to the head of the department, Professor Sonny Joseph, for the guidance and support rendered to us for making this event happen. Thank you, sir. I also thank Jeffin Joseph, Self-Financing Coordinator, for the timely guidance. I take this opportunity to wholeheartedly thank Ms. Annie Chacko and Mr. Nidin John, the faculty coordinators, Berchnova 21, whose valuable suggestions, constant support and guidance help us in planning and organizing the event successfully. Thank you, Annie ma'am and Nidin sir. I wholeheartedly thank all our dear teachers for their valuable contribution, guidance and encouragement in all our efforts. I also thank our non-teaching staff for all the technical and non-technical assistance for the smooth content of the event. I fall short for words to express my gratitude to Ambadi Suresh, fellow coordinator, and my batchmates without whom Berchnova 21 would have been impossible. Berchnova 21 is the outcome of your dedication and enthusiasm, especially the event coordinators and the additional committee heads who devoted lots of time and energy for the event to happen. I thank each and every one of you for entrusting me with this responsibility and for helping me make the Berchnova 21 possible. Dear participants, without you, we could not have accomplished our dreams for the fest. Thank you for accepting our invitation. We are truly delighted to have you here. The curtain is raised. Challenge your limits and join us from wherever you are. Team Berchnova wishes you all the best. Once again, I thank each and everyone who joined us today. Thank you and have a fruitful day ahead.
Thank you, Lukachan. With that, we have come to the end of the inaugural function. May it pave way to propitious beginning. All the very best for the participants.